exploring African American cooking inspired by traditional African gardens is a fascinating journey into the rich culinary heritage that has been shaped by both African and American influences. Traditional African gardens are known for growing a variety of crops, herbs, and spices that contribute to the unique flavors and textures found in African cuisine. This journey is an opportunity to celebrate the cultural connection and contributions that have shaped African American cooking, experimenting with flavors, embracing cultural diversity, and sharing the stories behind each dish can make this exploration both educational and delicious, while inspiring all of us to eat what we grow. So let me start off by telling you how excited I was to get my hands on some purple broccoli for my container garden this fall gardening season in 2024. But to my surprise, I found out that the leaves are just as nutritious and beneficial to you, just like the floret. I mean, we all sit around and we wait for the floret, but there's so many benefits to the leaves. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, making them really valuable for a healthy diet. So, this is all about growing in the garden and cooking in the kitchen. And I am going to use some of these broccoli leaves, and I am going to do a sauteed cabbage broccoli leaf stir fry type of dish. And as you notice, some of the leaves are no good. I'm not going to worry about those. I'll toss them like I did. But the ones that are really good, really healthy, I want to collect those. And not too many. I only want to do not even a third of the plant itself. I just want to get a few, just because this dish I'm going to be cooking is more experimental than anything else. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and collect a few more of these and get ready to share with you how I love to eat what I grow. Yeah, that looks good. This should be enough for a quick stir fry, saute type of meal tonight. And so the first thing I want to do is get them in the kitchen and remove the stems and wash the broccoli leaves in water, soak them a little bit. One thing I've tried and realized now, this is my first time doing this, I don't want to soak them too long. I want to keep them crisp. They're more like the texture is more like a spinach texture. And I have to be careful not to soak them too long and make them real soggy and stuff. The ingredients include cabbage, broccoli leaves, olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, some seasoning if you choose, and maybe bacon or some ham or something, some type of meat if you want to add some type of meat to the stir fry. Yeah. Alright. Now, when I'm preparing the cabbage, I'm just going to use half. And I find it so interesting that when growing up, I remember how my mother and grandparents would prepare cabbage. They would always cut it up, but they would also put it in a big pot of water and boil it down till it's really, really soft. Often they would add bacon to it, but it would be the raw bacon, and they would let the bacon cook with, with the cabbage. And maybe that was sort of a stew type thing, although we never used the broth for anything. I don't know. I find that the more nutritious you allow the food to be, the better for you. It makes sense, because if you boil all the nutrients out, then what do you have left? So I want to try to retain all the nutrients. So when I prepare the cabbage, that's one way. I want to make sure that I don't soak the broccoli leaves too long and have them soft, but they still have a nice texture to them. I'm going to prepare garlic that I grew in my garden. And this meal is probably about 50-50, maybe 50% ingredients I grew in the garden, in my container garden, and about 50% from the store. Olive oil and the bacon. We'll see. Let's fire it up. I love that cast iron skillet. I'm going to add a little olive oil, and we're going to get this warmed up, and we're going to start with a little garlic, stirring this up and getting this nice and mixed. Again, my way of doing my cabbage, my stir-fry cabbage, is to try to keep everything, I want to cook it down a little bit, but I don't want it soft. I want to still keep that texture. I want to keep it firm. And so I start off with just a little bit of heat, some olive oil. I'm going to add a little bit of some seasoning, some salt and pepper I'll add. And I have a special seasoning that I am also adding to. Oop, there it is. I'm adding that, but I'm not saying the name just yet. But oh my goodness, I'll maybe drop it in the comment section or drop it in the description as we go along. So again, adding a little more salt, stirring up a little bit more, letting this get to a slight simmer with a little bit of the juices at the bottom and everything. And and in the meantime, I'm going to get this purple broccoli leaves to get these ready to go and throw them in. Now, I'm not going to cook the broccoli leaves as long. I just want to get them in and mixed in with the cabbage and the garlic and just have a nice flavor to them. I still want to keep that firm texture. So they're going to go only for about five, maybe 10 minutes at the most. I'll see how it goes, but this is looking pretty good. And oh my goodness, if you could smell this, the aroma is great. And so a quick, easy way for me to go out in my garden, grab a few things, come on in. Let's try this out. Let's try this. Let's see. That's what it looks like. Let me try it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. Oh my gosh. This is a hit. I love it. The texture is great. The flavor that the broccoli gives you. And then if you want, throw some bacon bits or something on top. But this is how I do a sauteed cabbage and broccoli leaf stir fry. Yes. Hey, I love cooking. I love growing. And I love sharing what I love to eat that I grow. So, if you like this, please by all means subscribe, like, and I am so grateful that you tuned in, and maybe I inspired you to do something like eat what you grow. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.